Happy New Year, guys! And today I'm making our traditional breakfast called Puto Maya. It's just rice, steamed rice with coconut milk and ginger. And usually we serve that, me and my son, with fresh, ripe mango. That's why I love mangoes. So this is our good luck tray. In the Filipino tradition, we put circle all around for prosperity. But let's go begin our cooking. So this is that banana bread that we learned last night, New Year's Eve. And it is very good. It is bouncy and just like a bread is supposed to. It's not that sweet because I only put 1 cup of sugar for 2 loaves of bread. But anyhow, we'll go ahead and start our Puto Maya. So everybody's still asleep. They stayed up late again as usual every day since Lance got home. So the dad and son, they wanting to have quality time. But anyway, so we need, in this recipe, we wanting the long grain sweet rice. I'm only gonna need 2 cups of this, and we're gonna need also white sugar or granulated sugar, only tablespoon. Also salt. Yes, this is a lot salt, but yeah, this is my special salt. We also need a tablespoon of salt and ground ginger. And if you have fresh ginger, much better. But I don't have. Every time we have from fresh ginger, we don't use all of them and it goes to waste. So I just decided to always have ground ginger around us. And 1 can of coconut milk. And see the size? Okay. All right, it's 400 ml or 14-ounce fluid. And we're gonna need water also. We're gonna need about half a can. From this can, we're gonna pour in half water in here. So half of this can is the water. Okay, so we'll start. So we're gonna need my pot, just like cooking rice. Very simple. And we're gonna need can opener. And we always rinse the top of the coconut milk. You never know. Any can I open, I always try to rinse it off. Okay, so wipe them off. Alright, and we'll go ahead. Really quick recipe. So to start, I'll go ahead and measure. Okay, 2 cups. spatula. And then you shake the can. Mix coconut milk. Very simple. You open all the way so that nobody get cut. Okay. And then we need half water. And there you go, half. Try to rinse that off, get all the goodness. All right. Mess, like messy. All right. So about half a teaspoon of this ginger. So because you wanted it gingery. This goes here. And tablespoon of salt. And tablespoon of sugar. And that's it. And then you stir. Mix them well first. Okay. Make sure the ginger and the salt all blend in. So this is what it looks like. Okay, so this one's ready to go in. And cover. This one rise. Get away. And then go in to the stove. And we cook them. Cook them in the small burner, and I do high heat for a little bit, just enough to boil, and I let it reduce the heat to low, and you just let it cook slow until it's cooked, and it shouldn't burn the bottom. So that's it. So we'll just wait until it, just like cooking rice. From time to time, I mix them and see how we can do this. Okay, and by the time you next see this, it's going to be it's a whole meal with mango. And we usually, when we eat this, we usually serve this with chocolate, cocoa juice. I have that too. I have the tablilla. I have the desk 100% cocoa from Cebu. The last time I was there, it's still here. I don't know if it's still good, but we're not using them. But we serve this with also with brown sugar. We sprinkle a little brown sugar to give that low sweetness, because remember we put salt, ginger, and sugar, so it balances. It tastes like salty sweet, and that's what it's supposed to be. So we'll just wait, and this one hopefully will boil soon. And gotta be careful, because when you cook that with coconut milk, they tend to burn really quick in the bottom of the pan. And also the cooking process of this kind of rice, it's very slow, so just give some patience on this thing, and then time to time you stir it in so that it blend in, because the method of making this Puto Maya, it's supposed to be steamed. You soak the rice the night before, and then you steam it on the banana leaves. But we're not gonna do that. It's so much more work. So we're gonna do the easy route, and so just like cooking rice. So I've been cooking this every year for the past 28 years. So when we have our lands, that's when I started making, the tradition breakfast. And my son gets so excited when Christmas Day came, because he knows Santa's coming. And then on New Year's Eve, I will set up our dining table, and set up just like Santa would have set up. And my son gets so excited. So I've been doing this for all these years, and I hope it will bring joy to your home when you start your tradition, or you add this with your tradition. So see, it's boiling a little bit. You can hear it now. We'll just see. So I'm gonna start slowing it down, just to medium. Okay. I like the stove. When we built this house, I very particular what stove I am going to have in my kitchen, and so I suggest to the architect that we would put, and the engineer, that we would put the gas top stove and electric oven. And they said there's no such a thing, and I said yes, there is, because I've been searching for one before we even made the drawing of this house. I already found this stove. So this is what we got. So we have electric oven. It can go conventional, and there's a lot of things there: conventional, broil, conventional, and then we have high heat oven, high heat broil, and we have low baking, and it's really good. I like this stove. So we're gonna wait, and while we're waiting, I'm gonna put all the ingredients we have. Let's see, make sure that doesn't overflow, because we don't intend to overflow. this. So I have container for everything because I don't like messy in that. Okay. So I squish the can, the lid's inside. I need to learn more about this video because I would like to pause and then finish it up, but there's no other way. So let's go look. Let's see, now it's steaming up. It's boiling slowly now. See? It smells really, really good. Smell the sweet and the salt and the ginger. I'm gonna stir it in a little. You see, start sticking. You don't want that sticking. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, now we can turn down. So it starts to stick and start to clump. See that? It's forming now. All right. Okay. So we need to turn down the heat to really low. There, just like that. And I'm gonna need I'm gonna need a wooden spoon for this because it's really sticking. There. It's sticking. See, it start to burn. You don't want that. Well, a lot, you know, we like it burned like that, but my son doesn't like that. So you just use a wooden spoon if you have one, or just regular spatula. And let it sit. So today also what I'm gonna do, I have leftover bread from Christmas and it's not moldy, so I'm gonna make homemade breadcrumbs and croutons for this. Because, you know, last night I could not find croutons for my salad, so this one's gonna be breadcrumbs because that's really stick hard, and this one is for croutons. It's still easy to cut. I got this from our local HEB here in San Antonio. Texas have, you know, HEB, and you know, in your local, in your state, you probably have your own favorite market, but we like our HEB. That's what they call it, our HEB. So yeah, we like them. This whole bunny bread there, right here, it's only $1 fresh baked. So you can get, I think they start, the fresh bread starts at 10, and then they come in at a couple hours later, and then when you go to the store, they ring the bell that they have fresh baked bread for $1. And so Walmart have the same one too. I like the Walmart bread also. It's like a sourdough like brioche like bread. It's long and to give that nice chewy bread. This one's just plain, simple bread. But the Walmart one have the they also have the fresh hot bread. Give that nice chewy French bread, brioche kind of like. That's what I really like. So today we're also our lunch, brunch. We have a dinner lunch tradition. My husband and I, we've been doing this since we got married. He told me that his parents and grandparents used to make boiled or roast meat, and then it put with they cook it with the boiled whole cabbage, and also boiled whole potato, and also whole onion. So it's like a German meal. So that's what we're having today. So he decided instead of pork, we're having corned beef. We kind of switch it. Sometimes roasted pork. So we make like lechon like. So I could have my own Filipino dish also. But this time we're doing the corned beef. So we're gonna boil the corned beef for a while, and then maybe have that. Maybe we have our dinner lunch at 3. So I'll show you since we're waiting for our rice. So I got a small one. So I'm gonna boil this, and after I boil, I'm gonna take them out, and I want to put this in the oven for about 20 minutes just to glaze up, so it looks like the one in the picture. We've done this at work. My co-worker is really good at making, he put honey in it, but I'm not gonna do honey. I'm just gonna leave it just like this. I'm gonna reduce the juice, some of them, and then I'm gonna pour over, and so it's gonna make a glaze like this one. So this is what we're gonna have. So yeah, my husband loves corned beef, so we're gonna have a lot left over, so the boys can have this for sandwiches too. So I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start boiling this. It's gonna be a slow cook boiling process, this corned beef. So you're gonna get a pot. You know what? I'm gonna get this one. I like this. I like using this big. I have a lot collection of pots. So I'm gonna get the wok instead. Just that way. There. So let's go turn on the light. It's kind of dark. I used to be panicky about using too much electric power, because this place kind of expensive. The water bill, they just increase our water usage. So what I'm gonna do, put this guy here. Okay, you see it? Blurry. Okay, let's go put you under. Okay. There you go. It's out of focus. Good. So I open this. Get this humongous thing. I have this because sometimes I have people who knows me from long time ago. He asked me to cook for them, and so I need like this because sometimes I make some platter to go for them. So it's easy because you just open the pan, here so that no mess. And it comes with seasoning. If you've never done this before, so you just put that brine in the seasoning. Okay. Alright, so let's throw this stuff away. So that's it, and you pour a lot of water. So we'll go over here. I have this handy dandy water pillar. I love this. I add this when we built the house. So you just put it down. I let it build up. You can go fast, but I don't want to get too messy. Whoa. Okay, now I can make a mess. I got cleaned up. Okay, so we're gonna put this in this side because, okay, push this away. There, hold on, and we just go and turn it on. So we're gonna let it boil full heat, and when it's done, when it boils, we turn it down. We turn down low. So as you can see, it's on. Now we're gonna go check our rice. See, time to time we check our rice because see, get really lonely. See that? I'll dry it up. So mix it up. So let's say it's about like we cook this about like 50 minutes, the rice to cook, instead of 20 minutes, cooking time for regular rice. Because when you cook rice on the stove, even in the rice cooker, you give them 15 minutes and then 5 minutes after that, and then you get that nice moist perfect rice. But in this case, it's a little longer because this is special rice. Okay, so we have 2 dishes cooking. So I'm gonna clean up and see, there's not much dishes to put away. We only did a couple of them. And see the whole area, it's neatly put together. And you put this here. Where you at? Okay, so all right, they're almost cooked. So this is how you make the rice. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna cut the mango. Get some mango out. This one, that one. They like mangoes. Who would not love mangoes? I think this one. Okay, 5 mangoes. So, for any of you who do not know how to cut mango, be careful, because sometimes it looks very easy, but because the angle of this the shape of the mango can get really dangerous sometimes. But in the Philippines, I'll show you also how the trick, how to get the mango out. So we wash this. Just rinse it off. Many hands touching this at the store, but lucky me, this one's still in a box. Okay. Alright. That's my towel. And also my cutting board. We have several cutting boards. We use color-coded cutting board just to make sure we don't cross-contaminate. So this is what we're gonna do. That. Then I'm gonna get my knife, and in the Philippines, this is what we do. We just eat it just like this. Some of them we just do this. We peel it out. This one's very skinny skin. The one we have in the Philippines, it just skin off really easy. But this is how we eat them. So you just take a bite. But we're not gonna do that. We're just gonna do, see, you gotta be careful. Fingers away from the knife. Okay. But nowadays there's a gadget that how to cut the mango really easy. So that's what we do. So we just do that. I like to do the square thing. Oh, look at that, this for me. Gotta be careful. Some of this mango, because it's out of season, we get this rotten kind. So this way it's easy for them. They can pop it, and you can use fork to do that. That's why we serve like this. See, some of them. So you just spoon it out. See, one thing I like, HEB, they always have mango all year round. So if you're craving for mango or other fruit, they bring it in. They even have jackfruit there. So almost done. I think I'm gonna cut the other one too. Make sure it's not gonna get rotten. The longer you the ripe mango sit, especially this kind, it can get tendency to get rotten really quick. Okay, one more. This guy here. Okay, so everybody get plenty. All right, there. Okay, so it looks like. Ooh. It looks so yummy, isn't it? Also, I have to peel the papaya. And I have all the seeds. These are all mine. I like them just like that. This one not going to waste. Okay, so we'll do this guy in the trash. Right, so see, it's almost Puto Maya. I think this is done, but I'm gonna make sure. I'm gonna get sample here. Some pork. Thank you for staying with me. Oh my God, really good. Just like the one I grew up with. Used to buy, there's one lady, she makes really good Puto Maya. And that's why the trick of this is you stir it, and low heat. That's it. And if you wanted the bottom a little, crunchy, burn a little bit, because most Filipino, they like it like that. I really do too. And we let it sit for a little while. So in this guy right here, it's boiling. So when it boils really, really hard boil, that's when I turn it down to low, so that it will cook and give that nice tender corned beef. So, and then I'm gonna use the same water I boiled this to boil my potato, my cabbage, and the onion in here. So it's gonna be a very good meal. Simple, but it's gonna get really, really good. So okay, now we're gonna get the papaya. We're still waiting. I got this calamansi in my yard. They're very tiny. They're still growing in different sizes, but that's okay. That's it's first year. So there go. And then I'm growing also grapes in my yard, but that's in the future videoing. So we're gonna have tiny little potato and onion. So we're gonna get this guy here. Okay, so right, I have okay, and just cut in half. That's it. I serve just like this, one of each. So I don't like to use the spoon because I like the this part right there. That's where the sweet part, and I don't want to scoop it out, so I use my finger. And I save my seeds so that I can have papaya plants. All this might be a papaya plantation. Okay. Okay. So also I got this from local HEB or grocery store, and I found one, the Asian kind, the small kind of papaya, and that's the one you want. The smaller it is, the sweet, very sweet it is. So I found one at the local Asian store, but I don't want to go. It's kind of far. It's by my work. All right, so now we're gonna plate this in the big plate so that when the boys wake up, they can have papaya and mango. Again, we don't do this every day, only because it's New Year, so we do this. We do the special thing. Okay, all right. So, guess we'll do like this. We're plating like that, and we put our mango. There's our mangoes. There. Okay. Top one. That. and then put the end ones. Because you know who eats this too? My son Lance. He loves munching these seeds. Okay. I'm gonna get low lime because lime's good with papaya. If you never tried before, try it. It's really, really good. So you need to do this to get all the juice. Because some of them get, you know, when the harvest still, you know, hard. It's not ripe yet. So you need, there you go. Okay, so we just do that and give nice flour, and there's our plate, a very nice looking plate. Okay, so this goes here, so when they wake up I'll serve that with, yeah, this is the good luck water, so we put that there. Okay, and then our banana bread right there, because I know they're gonna have some, and they're gonna have the, there you go. Okay, we have other mango, and we have jicama to our spread, and there you go. Okay, so for sure this rice is cooked now. Let's go. Oh, we need to turn this down. This guy is boiling like crazy now. See that? Ooh. Okay, really low. There you go. And turn on the pan. There you go. Put these guys away. Let's go to my own grocery store. I know everybody who came here said, "Oh my God, Rose, I built a grocery store in my own house." As you can see. But one thing I don't have in this, croutons. Oh, no, I do. I found it now. My husband moved it. It's right here. So I got everything I needed. So I buy the box milk, because every time we buy fresh milk, this is fresh milk but in a box, not fresh. Because every time we buy regular fresh milk, it did not get used, and so we end up wasting it and throwing it away. So this is what we're looking at. It looks so delicious, isn't it? And the banana bread. So I guess the guys, while I was sleeping, they have half of this. Celebrating the new year. They got hungry waiting for the new year. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and check our rice. Let's see. Okay, right there. Let's see. for the sake so that you can see what it looks like. And I'm gonna turn off this. There. Okay? I'm gonna get brown sugar. So this is what it looks like. And you serve them, sprinkle a little white sugar. I'm not allowed to have sugar supposed to be. I'm diabetic. So put my fork. Need to wash my hand. Wait. Oh no. Not yung towel. So, let's try this. There you go. And you eat it with mango and like this. Oh my goodness, the mango is so sweet. Very sweet. I shouldn't have put sugar, but I just have to show you how. Oh, there's my sugar level. My A1C is gonna go up. But that's it, guys. Puto Maya. Okay, see you guys later. I hope you enjoyed this long journey, almost an hour, making Puto Maya. But it's all worth it. It's really, really good. I hope you'll try this recipe.